Few will be unfamiliar with the -1 formula. Talk of it or one of its iterations seem to have coincided with the peak of every period of political turmoil in our history. The measure has usually been taken as a signal that a political leader may be close to being declared persona non grata by the powers that be, and that those around the said individual should seize the opportunity and fill the vacuum that is about to be created. It is an attempt to turn a political party against its own leader, usually in turn for a survival guarantee. The ultimatum is one of several unconstitutional means that have been employed in the past to sabotage Pakistan's civilian leaders when other measures fail. For the nth time, the -1 formula has allegedly been reinserted into the calculus of power, with yet another civilian leader apprehending forced removal from the political equation. This time, it is the PTI chairman who claims that the forces opposed him, that is, the imported government, and its handlers, want him removed from the picture over fears he may return to power stronger than he was before. The alleged conspiracy was a recurrent theme in Imran Khan's address to supporters over the weekend. It appears that as he feels the wrath of the establishment building, the former prime minister wants to use public sympathies as a shield. However, it is difficult to say whether his fears are real or if he is creating noise to put the state under pressure to give him relief. One simply cannot ignore the fact that he started talking about the -1 formula just a day after the Islamabad High Court decided to indict him for contempt of court. And that particular bit of trouble was entirely his own doing. However, the allegation also cannot be completely disregarded. There are many precedents for the -1 formula and technical knockout of Pakistan's political history. Several civilian leaders perceived as having become too big for their boots have been sidelined or forced out through questionable means. Prime ministers, presidents, and even lesser politicians deemed undesirable for defying red lines have found themselves on the receiving end of -1. Therefore, even if the threat of it being applied is being exaggerated, it is certainly not unthinkable given the downward trajectory of Mr. Khan's relationship with the state in the recent months. If such a proposal is put forward, the PDM must resist the temptation to go along with it. Both Asif Ali Zardari and Nawaz Sharif have been targeted in the past under different -1 schemes, and they ought to realize the patent unfairness of it. No other entity except the people should have the power to decide the fate of a political leader. Any transgression of this rule is unacceptable in a democracy.